Hi guys, welcome back to my page. I am the Divine Realessa, and I am back with a twin flame spread. This is going to be a timeless reading, so there is no timestamp for this message today. We're just going to be looking into overall what's taking place, what's going on, where the intimate details lie and stuff like that. And then I'll be going in with oracles to kind of get further guidance and clarification within that main storyline. So I am going to be taking the cards however Spirit guides me to. And I'm going to try and get as many messages out there as I can. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and dive right into it. Again, if I get a little quiet, mainly because I'm just trying to hear any messages that come through from Spirit. Okay. Okay. So right off the bat, I want to say that a lot of you guys have been wishing for communication lately. Okay, like a lot of you have maybe been feeling the urge to communicate, or just like trying to bring in that communication and kind of wishing for that communication to come in. Okay, you could have been dreaming about it. You could have been delivered a lot of messages through your dreams. Okay, so I feel like that is also the way you're getting your kind of messages through Spirit and stuff like that, is through your dreams. So you could be receiving a lot of them lately. Okay. Some of you could be dealing with a water sign here, or you could be the water sign, and you're open. Okay, this is you open to the emotion, where this emotion is lying between you and your twin flame right now. Okay, like I said, a lot of you could be getting messages through your dreams and stuff like that, and you're kind of feeling that love, and you're being very open. Okay, you're embodying the energy. If you're not a water sign, this is you embodying that energy. This could be divine feminine, since it is a queen. Typically, it does stand for a female figure. So this could be divine feminine. This could be how you're feeling right now. Okay. However, it's not something that you're particularly, celebrating. I feel like I said, because this is very dream state, because this could be very 5D level. It's not something that you're outwardly kind of celebrating. It's a very introspective type of energy, like a very, like I said, 5D energy. This is all from the 5D. So this energy isn't really being showed to the outer world. Okay, so, but this is what you're feeling within right here. Because then we have down here, we have the Fool reversed and the Hangman. So it's like you're not really doing much about it. This is all coming towards you through the 5D, but you're not really doing anything about it. You're enjoying the energy, and you're embodying the energy that you need to embody. You're being very divine feminine, very intuitive. Okay? But there's not really, you're not trying to control anything here, okay? There's no type of control whatsoever here. Then we have the Three of Wands and the Knight of Swords. Okay, so this could be you just waiting just waiting for that moment to come in. Like, you feel it coming in. You're getting the messages. Okay? So it's coming in for you. You're getting the messages. However, you're waiting for it to almost manifest itself in front of you. Okay? Because the Three of Wands talks about, you know, expecting your ships to come in and waiting for your ships to come in after launching like a new journey, a new path, after choosing a new path for yourself. Okay? And then the Knight of Swords, this is like someone coming in very quick. Someone who isn't really thinking too much, just kind of hasn't really thought about what they're going to say, what to say, you know, doesn't care about that. Someone just comes in quick. So I feel like that's what you're waiting for, or what you have been waiting for a long time. And even though all this is going on in the 5D, you know, you're still remaining in that very water and flow-like energy. Okay, because the Hanged Man, I believe, is a water sign. And that's definitely where you're at right now, whoever's watching this reading. It's a very calm energy. Like, you I had a lot of anxiety this morning, and it even calmed me. This energy is very calm, is very serene, and it's very loving. Even if it might not look like that on the outside, it's very loving. What messages for twin flames? Yeah, I don't even think they want to say anything else. Thank you, I'll take that one. Okay, so we got one message here. Ooh. And what we got is the Seven of Swords. It's very interesting. Someone else here could be a fire sign. Okay, what I'm getting with Spirit is someone within this connection is walking around very tough. Okay? They have all the swords they need here in their basket. Doesn't matter how they got them. Okay? And they're walking around very tough. But this person here is just not even realizing the two swords that are right behind them. Like, there's two more swords available to them. So this is someone who could think they're very much high and mighty right now. You gotta give me more than that. Nine of Cups in the reverse. This just really got negative out of nowhere. I feel like someone may be almost leading on a rebellion right now. What I'm feeling like is a lot of you, I feel like for some of you, you may have left your twin flame behind when it comes to more of a 3D physical aspect. Okay, so physically you could have left this person behind. Okay, intuitively you still have love for this person. Okay, you're still waiting for something to change. Okay, but whoever this person is, this person could still be walking around like, you know, they haven't done anything wrong. That there isn't someone waiting for them. There isn't, you know, there's no balance here. And again, remember what I said about that fire energy? Okay, Temperance is the card of Sagittarius. I feel like whoever the masculine energy is, it could be fire sign, and whoever the feminine energy was a water sign. But it can be vice versa. But whoever's carrying this very feminine energy here, I feel like you're at peace regarding however this situation may be on the outside right now. And that's something to be very proud about, okay? Spirit wants you to be proud of that. Okay, this could be someone who did you so wrong. Okay, there have been twin flame relationships that have been so damaging. Okay, mine was. And it's very common for twin flames to not have that perfect story. Okay, so this is someone who could have very much did their, sneaky things and manipulations and stuff like that, okay? But there's still no balance here. Like, there's nothing left here, right? Like, this is the party, this is nobody showing up. Okay, like I feel like there's nothing, like I said, through the 5D, there is that love still there because you understand the connection. Okay, but in a physical aspect, like, it's just not there. But you're still feeling that energy through a 5D level because you understand it. And because you also have that certain respect for it, okay? And you know that it is bound to come back to you. Doesn't matter if it's the next lifetime, this lifetime, okay? But you know it's still destined to come back for you. Let's go ahead and actually go from this one here. Oh my gosh. Could be a lot of messages out there, but I don't want to make this video too long. One more time, please. Okay, so right off the bat, I feel like there's a lack of closure between you and your twin flame. Okay, there's that lack of closure that's always been lingering. Okay, and the reason why there's that lack of closure, because there was love between the two of you. However, this judgment has never happened, the union and stuff like that. This judgment day to actually get that closure, to get deeper understanding. Okay. I feel like that was missing. We have the Five of Wands in the reverse. Okay, putting an end to that conflict. That's what's missing. So this person could have done a lot of bad stuff and just kind of got away with it. I decided to take these cards just to kind of clarify it a little bit. So we have the Page of Swords. Okay, this is Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, air sign. So, and also that is message of truth. So again, that goes back to the lack of closure that I was talking about. Okay. 9 of Swords. It was like almost this ended, but it didn't completely end. Okay, like the last time I'm getting for some of you, okay, or for maybe one of you out there, I just got an image, okay, based off of this image, I got a scenario, okay, with someone maybe the last time you and your twin flame were together, okay, it could have been almost serene, okay, it could have been very serene, like with this image, it could have been very sexual. Okay, it could have been almost like nothing was wrong, and then all of a sudden it stopped. Okay, and even though you may know why, or you may, you know, have gotten your own type of truth or clarity within the situation, there's still that lack of closure. Okay, and it's because the truth was never really told. Both sides of the story wasn't really expressed, and that is probably what you're still waiting on with the Hanged Man here. Then we have the Ace of Wands. Okay, and then the 2 people in the flame here. And you guys, so you guys could actually be wanting to I feel like a lot of you want to find that truth, or to get that truth finally and that closure, in hopes of like rekindling that flame and that passion between the 2 of you. But with the way this person is standing, especially even now, you could be getting like this deep call to like let this go, and to get out of this Hanged Man mode here of waiting round. Okay, because there is no, remember we have the Fool in the reverse, so there is no leap to take here. There's nothing to leap for. Because this person is here walking around all crazy, all unbalanced, like completely out of it, okay? So you could be getting called to kind of get out of this Hanged Man energy here. Okay, because I feel like a lot of you are still hoping for that clarity, or that conversation of truth, okay, that moment of truth, in hopes of like rekindling something that was practically dead, but not quite dead. Okay. Let me go ahead and try and see if I can get more information about this person's standpoint a little bit more. And again, I do feel like this is divine masculine here. I don't feel this has a feminine energy. With the Queen of Cups that we have here, this is definitely the feminine standpoint. And the masculine's energy coming through here is not... like he's feeling everything that's going on. Like they are feeling it because you're feeling it. You're still feeling it. Even if you're not feeling it as much. Even if you're just feeling it because you know it's coming up to be let go of. Okay? This person is feeling it too. And they're just like all out of balance. Okay? They're still walking around like nothing's going wrong. Like they're not trying to accept anything or do anything about it. Yeah, then we have the Page of Wands in the reverse. Okay, so this person doesn't even have a plan. They're not even trying to embark on something new here. Okay, the Page is also a messenger, okay? So Like they're not even trying to send out that passion in return. Okay, again, that lack of balance. We have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, so it's like they don't even feel, because the woman in this picture here, she's crying because she feels a cut, the open wound on her hand. Okay, and I feel like this person is not even hurt by it. Okay, maybe they're so caught up in this kind of energy that they, and or of course they're still hurt, especially from a 5D aspect, okay? But I feel like they're portraying like they don't even care. Like I said, they're walking around like nothing's wrong. And then remember, we have the Judgment in the reverse here, okay? Because this is where we lacked here. Okay, now we have it coming up in the upright. So what I'm getting is this person could be having a lot of nightmares. Okay, while you're getting like all this loving energy in the 5D because of the energy that you've been embodying and manifesting, this person is almost like having nightmares is what I'm hearing. And it's because in the 3D, they're running from all of this. So in the 5D, it's like catching up with them, if that makes sense. Okay. And again, it's because you're in this energy here that is literally what's manifesting. So this person is feeling it. Your counterpart, your masculine, he's feeling it. He's feeling this energy, and it could be coming off to him in a different type of light. Because this energy right here is completely different from the feminine's energy. Again, so we have the moon. Okay, you also have the moon here. So again, this person could be having nightmares. Like their judgments, okay, their karma could be coming through in a 5D aspect right now. Look at that. Then we have the Six of Swords in the reverse. Okay, so they haven't been able to fully move on. So although they're walking around like it doesn't matter if it's not affecting them, in a 5D level, they're taking all the heat. Look at that. Then we have the Ten of Wands. And look how it looks in this tarot deck. Like this poor bird is being burdened by all of those wands. And it's just completely just being murdered and by them. Okay? Like it's very intense. That's crazy. And for those of you resonating with like, I'm sorry, I truly am. Okay? But know that a lot of us know this feeling. A lot of us have gone through this, whoever this message is for. But this person, they, you know, spirit can only do so much. Okay? And your manifestations only go a long way. Okay, your manifestations will always manifest within your own life. But it doesn't necessarily mean that you'll be able to manifest it within this person's life. Okay, so if they're walking around choosing to ignore this, okay, and they're straight up being attacked in the 5D here. Okay, they're getting all the signs. They're needing to see what they need to see, hear what they have to hear, because they're choosing to ignore it. Okay? And after so much, everything that you have been trying to manifest within a different form. If you haven't checked out my Twin Soul video, go ahead and check it out. Because that's exactly why I'm even doing all of this. Okay, that's exactly why I wanted people to understand a different type of connections in their lives. So if you haven't checked out that video, go ahead and check it out. But whoever's energy this is, like I said, they haven't been moving forward. There's still that lack of imbalance. They're not showing up. They're not showing up. Like then we have the Knight of Cups in the reverse at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so they're not showing up. They're like completely tuned off to their emotions. And if you are dealing with this fire sign, they're just like completely out of their own element as well because of it. Okay, so they're walking around with this whole mask on, okay, reflecting this type of ugly person to the outside world. And within a 5D, they're taking all the heat for it. And eventually, because of all this going on in the 5D, eventually it manifests itself into the physical. And when that wheel starts to turn and that karma comes back around, there's no telling how it's going to happen for them. All you can do, if you keep up with my channel and stuff like that, or other readers, or if you have your own personal reader that you go to, however you receive your messages, if you pull them yourself, if you meditate, okay, however you receive your messages, you will eventually start to see how this manifests in the physical world for this person, okay? Now, this message probably won't resonate with everyone out there. But don't worry, because I make more videos. So your video will come around, I promise. But this was a very important message for someone out there. And maybe even for a lot of you out there. But if this is what you resonated with, because it ties so perfectly, all right, go ahead and check out the Twin Soul video. But let's go ahead. We're going to go ahead and get into the Oracle cards just to get some further clarification and guidance. Oh my gosh, so many messages are coming out. I can't use that many cards right now, Spirit. Let's try and pull one more. And this is for the Divine Feminine energy, guys. Alright, Spirit wants me to get these messages out there, so I will. So for the Divine Feminine, the first card we have is Unrequited Love. Okay, there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. With that first big stack that came out, the first card that was there was the chemistry in the reverse. Okay, so for some of you, this is a message saying that there might not be that chemistry there anymore, that passion, okay, because this person isn't even trying to pay attention to it, okay, and you in that Hanged Man mode is a codependency, okay, the entire relationship could have been a codependency, okay, and you guys are watching me pull these cards. I'm not trying to, be the bad guy here or to portray certain messages, okay? You guys watch me pull these cards. I ask very specific questions when I am shuffling, and this is what Spirit gives me, okay? I mean, just look at these two cards, the first cards that come out together. Unrequited love and codependency. So if a lot of you need to know that there might not be that passion between you and your twin flame anymore. There may not be that, it's not to say that you guys won't come in union again. I'm not saying that won't happen. What I'm saying is there may not be that passion there anymore. Maybe when they do come back in, it'll be too late. Okay? And it depends how your story is. For some of you, they may not come back at all. And that's okay, because that's very common with twin flames. They don't always come back within the same lifetime. Okay? Because they were here to teach you a specific lesson. Okay? They were here to awaken you to your path, to your journey, so that you can prepare yourself for your truth, your true north. Okay? Which is why I guided you guys to watch the Twin Soul video, so that you get better understanding with what I'm trying to get you guys to understand and to open your perspective a little bit more. Okay? Then what we have next is forgiving and learning. Religious factors. And love yourself first. Okay? So, like I said, they were here to teach you a lesson. Okay? But they were also here to awaken you, and that's exactly what they did. Now look at you. This beautiful Queen of Cups. Okay? Someone who is aware of their intuition, who is aware to the special connections in their life, who is open to love, who holds unconditional love. Okay, they put you in a beautiful position, despite how ugly, they may have shown themselves to be in an outside appearance, okay, in their 3D body. Okay, with the ego and their mind constantly in the way. Okay, and for a lot of you, it could have been that this person came from a very different family situation, okay, different religions, okay, different lifestyles. Okay, it could have been, parental figures getting in the way. Okay, their upbringing. Okay, all the things that they were taught when they were younger. Okay, they're not able to get past that, heal past that. And it may be because they're not meant to. Because they have so much karma there. And this lifetime, they were not strong enough to break the cycle, but you, Divine Feminine, were. Okay? And so Spirit asks that you love yourself first. That you continue to take care of yourself, that you continue to hold that light and that power within you. Okay? I'm telling you guys, I can't make this up. Okay, so the first card we have for the Divine Masculine is passion. Okay, so what I feel like with this card is that this is what you were expecting out of your Divine Masculine. And your Divine Masculine knows that. Or I'm just going to start calling them the masculine, okay? I'm not going to call them Divine Masculine anymore. And I'm not going to call Divine Feminine anymore. I'm just going to call masculine and feminine. Okay, because I feel like your true Divine Masculine is going to be your twin soul. Okay, that divine connection and partnership that is set to manifest. Okay? But this is what you were expecting out of your masculine. is that passion, okay? That engagement. Okay, and maybe, just maybe, your masculine is feeling that, okay? Because you feel it, your masculine is feeling that. Okay, and I feel like with the 5D nightmares and everything that they could be having, okay, they could be just going through the cycles that they need to go through in order to heal what they need to heal. Because we have make the effort. Okay, it was in the reverse. I don't like to take my oracle cards in the reverse. But what I'm feeling like, especially with the other messages that I've been getting, I feel like this is what masculine has been pushed to do. Okay, Spirit has been telling them that this was, you know, the true connection, that true love, that was a connection that they wouldn't be able to find with anyone else. Okay, but the masculine is caught up in ignoring it. That he didn't allow himself to open up to make that effort. Okay, I am going to be pulling clarifiers. Now, for others of you, okay, that hanged man is what you need to get out of. That waiting around energy, because what I'm getting is if this is set to come back for you, it's going to take time. Because remember, that energy that I pulled before was it was completely opposite to the standpoint that you were in. So if that person has to come out of that energy to reach you at the level that you are at, it's going to take time. Because all this time, the masculine has been ignoring. And so once they start listening and accepting, it's just going, well, you remember how your awakening was. Okay, it's not something very easy to do. Okay, it's not an easy process. That's what the masculine would have to go through. There's no telling if the masculine is going to do that. But this is what Spirit has been trying to show them. Trying to get them to understand. Trying to get them, you know, to allow themselves the opportunity to be able to manifest it if they wanted to. But that doesn't always happen. And twin flames are not always set to have that romantic connection. More times, more than likely, twin flames have always been set to hold their purpose, to teach their lesson, to awaken each other, okay, and to live their purpose the way their purpose is set out to be, because that's different for everyone. Okay, so every masculine has a choice, but not all of them choose it. Okay, because for a lot of them, it's just not their purpose in this lifetime. Their purpose was to just flat out live through all of these, I don't want to say tortures, but traumas and stuff like that, so that they can do the very thing that you did in this lifetime and break those cycles. Because of everything that you did on your own within the next lifetime, there's no telling what that story is going to be. And if that person, more than likely, is going to have to start breaking their cycles, because you will be the one that have moved on, or you will have been the one that reached a certain level and made yourself available on a different level. And for them to catch up to that, they're going to have to start living through it within their next lifetime and break those cycles. So for everyone, again, it's different. But the masculine still has that choice. Just as you had that choice to either put the effort into the connection or just walk away from it. You've had that choice for quite some time, okay? And up to this point, you could have been still in that connection, still in that energy, okay? And now what Spirit is doing is they're allowing you the opportunity to see a bigger picture and a broader perspective, okay? Because there's no telling what the masculine is going to do here. Okay, they're, like I said, they're having the nightmares, they're feeling it all on the 5D level. They're getting all the signs that they can get. Okay, Spirit is intervening on that spiritual level. But because the masculine has not asked for it specifically on a 5D or on a 3D level, I'm sorry. Okay, it has not manifested into the 3D. What has manifested is the energy that they're carrying, which was that 7 of Swords. Okay, but this is their opportunity. This is their opportunity. Okay, so feminine. The first card we have is giving and receiving. Okay, and this is talking about that lack of imbalance or just the balance that you're hoping for. Okay, but this is also more importantly talking about the balance that you carry within yourself at this standpoint. As far as you came in your journey, this is a balance between each chakra. Okay, between each element here. Okay, so each of the pentacles and the wands and cups and swords energies. Okay, this is just all in all balance here. Okay, this is what you're, I'm so sorry about my nails. I know. I'm sorry you have to see that. But I have just been having a crazy week, and my kids' preschool is having their own situation, and so I haven't had no time to go get my nails done and to treat myself, so I apologize for that. But anyways, ignore that. And as I was saying, Divine Feminine, this is your energy, okay? This is, more importantly, this is who you've become. This balanced individual, okay? The individual that has done their part. So what they ask for you now is to think of the possibility of releasing, freeing yourself from something that was holding you down, something that was keeping you stuck in that hanged man position, okay? Making you feel helpless, okay? Just out of your control, because it is. You could have so much anxiety wrapped into this, okay? And there's no need for you to have to go through that. Because even if, you know, the masculine doesn't show up for you, this could be opening a door to his twin soul. Okay, to that connection that's going to be just like the twin connection, but with someone who actually values you and someone who's actually willing to put in the effort for you, so that you guys can hold your purpose and serve it together side by side. Okay, but the only way that can happen is if you release this and hold the intention of what it is that you truly want. I knew this card was going to come out. The minute I said that it was a masculine's opportunity, I knew it was going to come out. It did come out in the reverse. But this is opportunity beckons. This is the masculine's opportunity here. I don't take, like I said, I don't take these cards in the reverse. But technically, because it was in the reverse, this could also be a sign saying that they might not, okay? We also had the base chakra come out. Okay, this chakra is also known as the root chakra. Okay, and it talks about, you know, that sexuality and that power and that the level that we were trying to get down to here, right? That passion here. And then the last card we have is the 5 here, feeling alone. Okay, so within the 5D level, the masculine is feeling very alone because you're on a different level. So there might be having all these nightmares, but you're getting all those messages of love and light and truth and clarity. Okay, but the masculine is very alone now because this is the opportunity and they're either going to take it or they're not. I kid you not. And I have to say, guys, when I got that message and that awakening for what my purpose was going to be and, you know, how I should influence, you know, my brand and, you know, the person I choose to be, there was that lingering fear there, right? It took me a while to post my first video because there was that lingering fear, like, what if people don't resonate with this? What if I'm, you know, just talking out of my butt here, and because people are so used to the twin flame concept, what if they just completely just, you know, see me as something negative or just like completely think I'm crazy or whatever? Because everyone has their own opinions, right? But when I say that I felt it so strongly that was my purpose, like that was the answer that I had been searching for so long. And then to see how these readings have laid themselves out, I mean, it amazes me. Because like I said, you guys are watching me pull these cards. This isn't something that I'm planning. You know, this isn't what I've mapped out. Okay, so I hope that you guys truly take what resonated with you. I am going to close this reading out with some messages of love here. I just want to make sure that there's nothing else here Spirit wants me to mention. Okay, and I'm sorry that if I was, you know, the bearer of bad news here for some of you, you know, if I was the awakener here. But if I was, what does that mean to you? What does that mean? Really, not on an ego level. Okay, just because you want your twin flame back. On a real level, what does that mean to you? And when I tell you the love from your twin soul is something 10 times greater, I say that because, like I said, I've experienced it. I have both a twin flame and a twin soul. Okay, some of you, you know, just have your twin flame and you guys end up being together within this lifetime. But for others, you know, the masculine may not have stepped up to the plate. And so because of the person you become, you've manifested that connection within someone who was destiny for you, someone who was meant to live that purpose with you because that was the intention that you put out. And that was a plan that you had the entire time for yourself. It was just a matter of if you were going to step up to the plate or not. Okay, like I said, there's no coincidences. Things happen the way they're supposed to happen. Okay? you have the power to choose which path that's going to be for you. If it's going to be one of purpose, or if it's going to be one of Seven of Swords energy and putting on that mask and being sneaky and greedy and, you know, manipulative and whatever else. Putting on this facade, never truly feeling complete. Okay? And there's a lot of people that live those lives, unfortunately. Okay? And they're the ones that are usually lived old. They live to be old and tell the tale of the one that got away. Okay? But you don't have to live that tale, because your true masculine, your divine masculine, is out there somewhere manifesting you as you are manifesting them. Okay? That was a lot of cards. The first card we have here is the heart of the matter. There is more going on than meets the eye. Recognize what this is all about. Okay, so this is again the invitation, inviting you to a different perspective, to a bigger one. Looking at the bigger picture. Look at this image here. This woman, she's like creating this whole world for herself. I love these cards. They're so beautiful. Okay, this woman here, she's creating this entire world for herself. Because she's not afraid to dream big. She's not afraid to look at the deeper aspects, to get a deeper understanding and to create something much bigger for herself. You know the saying, if not this, then something better. Okay, that's what this card is talking about. Then we have be supportive. Make a genuine effort to show you care. Do you care? Do you care about where your story goes? Do you care about what the divine has in store for you? Do you care about the greater things in life aside from this connection? Do you care about getting the love that you've been trying to have for so long? Okay, be supportive of that. And know that you are limitless. Okay, recognize this truth. You can do anything you choose to do. Okay, if your twin flame hasn't manifested after all this work that you've done, okay, and you feel like you're holding yourself back in any way, or you just feel like you're still within that hanged man mode, it doesn't necessarily mean that you need to just clear and cut this connection and just pretend like it doesn't exist, or pretend like, you know, it never affected you in any way, or just like completely cut it off its purpose. Because, you know, it does transcend through lifetimes. It does. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to cut it off. You don't have to cut, what I'm trying to say is that you don't have to break the connection between you and your twin flame. Because from my standpoint and from my understanding, regardless of the situations that your twin flame may or may not put you in, despite whatever level of pain or disconnect that the two of you have or can have, if it wasn't for the twin flame, we would not have awakened as quickly as we did. We would not have put ourselves in certain positions that brought us to the point that we're at now if it wasn't for them. That's why I choose to do these separate videos, so that you have clarity and understanding within each connection of your life, not just the one that leads you to that happily ever after, or just that love that you've been seeking, because that's not all that matters. Okay? But you may not even be with your twin flame romantically in this lifetime, and that's okay. Because there's something bigger out there for you. There's a connection that's just like the twin flame connection, but is actually there to be supportive. Okay? And to live the purpose together. So I hope that resonated with you guys out there, for a majority of you. Okay? Again, this has literally been an invitation from Spirit to get you to look at the bigger picture a little bit. Okay? I'm going to end it here because it's already been an hour. I didn't expect it to go this long, but I definitely feel like it needed to. Feminines out there, I hope you don't completely shoot me over this. Okay, don't shoot the messenger. But it happens. And this is the reality of it. These are the contracts that we chose for ourselves, okay? But most importantly, this is the path that we're choosing to take. Okay, because at the end of the day, the whole point of this is to reach that unconditional love, to feel that love. All right, so I'm sending you guys love and light. If you did like this video, go ahead and like it. If you have someone that may or may not need to watch it, go ahead and share this with them. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe, and I will have all of my information posted below in the description in case you want to book any readings or anything like that. And I will be back soon. Namaste.